We fix
Progress.
Awesome. I am so excited to do this call. It's been a while since we've done one together, so super, super excited. But hello, everyone. I am so excited to have you guys here. Myself and my mentor, Liz Lugo, are going to be giving you guys a little insight and a little bit of information about what is it that we do. The first thing that I want to definitely tell you guys is that be open to what we're going to tell you today. Be open to the possibilities of what can happen for you. If you are on this call, it is for a reason. It is because you are telling yourself, I am meant for more. I want to do something with my life. I need to change my circumstances. Like, you're clearly interested because you're looking to get more out of life, whether that's extra income, whether that's community, whether that's figuring yourself out, finding a vehicle to, lead to something else, right? So a little bit about me, we're going to talk about our stories, and then we're going to go into the information about the business, what it is that we do, and how you guys can do it too. So my name is Angie. No, wait, you're going to go first, right? You want to go first?
Hello, everybody. Angie is like on a roll. If you can, please turn on your cameras. I love talking to pretty faces. But I'm so excited to be here and share my testimony. So like Angie said, my name is Liz. Angie and I have been friends for many, many years. I won't say how many because it's going to tell you guys how old we are. And after 30, you just have a problem saying how old you are, right? But we've been friends for many years, ever since college days. And, we were always hustlers. Our life took completely different roles. I'll let her go into hers when she tells her story. But after college, I became a financial advisor. So I was working for a huge company, a Fortune 500 company known all over the world. I had licenses where I was selling 401k plans or retirement plans to companies. Now, I always say, excuse me, I always say my story is not the story that's going to make people cry, because I feel like there's a misconception that you have to be like broke or struggling to put food on the table to be able to take advantage of an opportunity like this. That was not the case for me. Again, I worked for a Fortune 500 company. I did really, really well. I made 6 figures a year. But like anyone who works in the corporate world and gets tired of it, I was in what you call the rat race. So my own success was my worst enemy, because every single year they wanted a little bit more out of me. They wanted me to sell a little bit more. My territory would get a little bit smaller. And then as it worked out, thank God, I'm so happy about this now. I got a boss who literally sucked. Okay, I hated him then. I love him now because he pushed me to work really hard in my business. So like I was just going through life, like working. I was just not in a good place mentally. I was in a really toxic relationship. And I remember waking up every day and being like, man, like I have this great job that so many people like, wish and pray for. Like, why am I so unhappy? I want more out of life. And I always believed in this industry. Okay. I always did. I just had never been presented the right opportunity. So to me, I had a couple things I needed to check off the list before I would agree to doing something like this. But I knew how cool this industry was. I knew, Angie knows, like we both know people, that started this industry in other companies before who became massively successful because they worked really hard. So I knew there was something there. Well, my really good friend, since I was 12 years old, approached me and she asked me if I wanted to be a boss babe. And I laughed because back then, guys, I had 500 followers on Instagram. My page was private, and all I would post were memes, literally memes, and pictures of my dogs. So in my head, I'm thinking like, this is really scary, because when I think of a boss babe, it's somebody who's posting pictures, who has her hair done all the time, who just looks like a rock star. And I was in a suit all day with my hair up, no lie, kind of gross. I probably would wash my hair once a week, okay? Because I literally had it up all the time, because that's what my job required. I had to look very professional, right? So I wasn't out there like doing my hair and doing all these things. So I told her no. I said no twice, okay? 2 or 3 times actually I said no. And then I kept watching, because remember, I had that boss that was making my life literally miserable at work. And then, sure enough, one day she posted that she quit her job. And when she did that, I was like, you have my attention. I want to know exactly what you're doing. What is it that you're doing? I may not feel like a boss babe, but I want to definitely become one. So she told me about it. Amazing company called Monat. Back then, we had been in the market for 3.5 years. We were just entering into our third, no, I'm sorry, 4.5 years. We were entering into our third country, which was the UK. And I started asking questions, right? Because again, to me, this was a big deal. Like I had a big girl job. So if I was going to partner with a company, it had to be one that really made sense, right? And that I felt really proud to stand behind. So remember, I had two things in my list that I had to check off. It had to be the right product and it had to be the right time. Turns out that back then we only had a hair care line. But my little business mindset, I'm like, wait, the products are vegan, the products are cruelty free. Everyone now is becoming really aware of what they're putting in their body, on their body. I love my dogs. This totally makes sense. They don't test on animals. They say yes to a list of really cool ingredients, and it's a consumable product. So why was that important for me? Because people are going to wash their hair with my shampoo. Now we have other stuff, other lines, and you can get into that. But back then it was just shampoo. I'm like, they're going to wash their hair with my shampoo. They're going to see the difference. They're going to love the result. And guess what? People are going to keep washing their hair. I'm not going to have to chase them to wash their hair. It's a product that they will continue buying if they love it, if they enjoy it. And that's residual sales for me. Okay. So I was like, check, right product, sold, I'm here, or I'm doing this. And then the second part, it had to be the right time. Guys, 5.5 years later, it is still the right time. We are on the verge of global expansion. There are so many countries left for us to go into. And I love that. I absolutely love that because Monat has something really cool called the Founders Opportunity. So every time we launch in a new country, you have the opportunity to become a founder and get income shares on top of your commission based on the sales of that new country. So a new country opens up, guess what? No one there is using Monat. No one there is selling Monat. You can go and you can open it. And let me tell you, 5.5 years later, I told you we were in our third country. We're by what, 10 now, Angie? We're in 10 countries and we have 2 where we don't have the business just yet, but we're tapping into South America now, right? So we have been able to build massive businesses, international businesses, because again, Monat was and still is on the verge of global expansion. So that second thing on my checklist, which was, the right time, checked off. And if you're on this call, hopefully you have similar things on your list to check off. And I can tell you it is definitely the right product. We now don't just have hair care, we have skincare, we have body care, we have wellness, amazing wellness products. And we just launched our skincare makeup. Okay. Monat is the cool cat in town. Monat is like the Netflix, on top of Blockbuster. Monat is not your grandma's, network marketing company from back in the day. Like, we are sexy. We're a sexy brand. We literally love to train. We love to teach. We love our amazing, empowering community. We have a gratitude component. Like, sometimes I do these calls and I'm like, people on the other side are going to think like, this is too good to be true. I promise you, like, it's real, right? My life has completely changed in 5.5 years. I am no longer in a toxic relationship. I'm now married to an amazing man. I love my life. I have grown up so much as a person. Monat has given me amazing financial flexibility. I was able to completely get rid of that job that I hated a year into my business. So I have officially been a full-time shampoo dealer now for 4.5 years, and it has transformed my life. So yes, I've gotten, time flexibility, income flexibility, but the biggest thing it has given me is an amazing community and the ability for me to call myself out and grow as a person. I have grown up so much. You can ask Angie, who's known me since before Monat, how much I changed, since. And one of the best things that I get to do is I get to share this opportunity. I always say, like, there's nothing special about me, okay? All I did is I saw an opportunity, and yes, I was scared. Yes, I doubted myself, but I went for it. So if you're here, if you're feeling scared, if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, if you're putting a million excuses in your head, I'm here to tell you that that was me too. Remember, I wasn't a boss babe because I didn't wash my hair enough during the week. I wasn't a boss babe because I didn't have the Instagram followers. I wasn't a hairstylist. I wasn't an esthetician. But what I did know is that if there was an opportunity for me to have my hustle determine my paychecks and my success, I was going to run with that opportunity. That's exactly what we're offering you here. Okay, there's training, there's coaching, and there's an ability to join an amazing community with the fastest growing hair care company, the sexiest, most innovative company around, in my opinion. Okay, and we're so excited because, like, again, I feel selfish not sharing this with others because I know that if there's someone out there like me who is looking for more, who is looking for an opportunity to really, transform their lives, this can be the vehicle to do so. So I'm so excited to, again, share my story. I'm going to pass it over to Angie so she can share hers, and then we'll answer questions at the end.
I love that. You covered so many different points. But before I cover some of my points that I want to, add to what Liz said, my name is Angie. I have a completely different story because my story is a broke story, right? I am a mom of three. When I first started Monat, I made fun of Liz. I was like, that is not me. And it's so crazy because I said no to this business for 4 months. And I just want to say that, sometimes you're in different stages of life, in a different season where sometimes it's not for you at the moment, but you never know when somebody's always gonna say, hey, girl, I got you. And I'm so glad that Liz did not give up on me and reintroduced me to the business. She caught me on my couch crying because I was pregnant with my third child. My children were 4, 2, and I was pregnant with my third one then. And I was trying to figure out, where am I gonna go with life? See, I was a stay-at-home mom, but usually when people look from the outside and like, oh, stay-at-home mom is super fun. But for me, it was a completely different reality. I was a stay-at-home mom because I couldn't afford to put my children in childcare, right? It made no sense to go into work where basically my paycheck was going to go there. I became a mom and I completely let go of, I dropped out of college just to raise my family, and I stopped working on what was going to be my dream job on paper, right? So I did it. I was excited. I loved it. But as my third one came in, I started feeling lost in motherhood. I was in a rat race, but not in the corporate rat race. I was in the rat race of motherhood where I was in PJs at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was into postpartum depression. I was getting into financial arguments with my husband because I wore the same sneakers for an entire year. Every time I would ask for money because of X, Y, and Z, it turned into something where I knew that I wasn't happy where my life was going. And I knew that as soon as that third child came out, I was going to have to go back into the corporate world. But after adapting, to a lifestyle of what we call time freedom, right? I had all the time freedom in the world, but I didn't have the financial means. 7 years completely dependent on my husband. What am I going to do now? And that's when Liz approached me that day, and I was crying on my couch, trying to figure things out. And she's like, let's just do it. Little does anybody know is that I actually had to pickpocket my husband's, pants. I took out some money from my children's piggy bank. And while I was really, ashamed of it back then, I'm not at all. I say it proud and loud because I know there's so many people out here that are probably thinking to themselves like, I can't even afford this right now. And we'll go into before you think, okay, I have to, it's only products for your personal use. There's nothing more of that. And we'll go into those details in a bit, but that's all I had to do is get products for my personal use. So I didn't think that was going to be something super drastic. It's nothing that's going to be drastic. It's going to change my life. That same money is the same money that I spend at a Target run, at a night out for dinner with my family, right? So I knew that I could gather that. I sold some toys on what is it, that app that is called OfferUp, and I was able to gather the money. I could have asked my husband, yeah, sure, but I was too proud. I was too ashamed to let people know what I was doing because I wasn't sure what I was getting into. But one thing that I knew was that I needed to make it happen because I needed to make a change for my family. And while I was only looking at it for like an extra $200 a month to buy myself an extra pair of shoes, I quickly started realizing that what I can do here is so big. And the fact that I made my first sale while I was, doing a bubble bath with my children was what completely changed everything for me. if I can do something where I don't have to change my schedule around, I can't control whether my child takes 30-minute naps or 2-hour naps, right? So I had to figure something out that I can take along with me. What I can tell you guys is 5 years in, my husband is home for dinner. I would always laugh and I'll say, I'm the single mom. I just use my husband's bank account. But that was my reality. When we were up, ready for the day, my husband was working. When the kids were down, sleeping in their fifth dream, my husband wasn't even home yet. So the fact that my husband is now helping me in breakfast in the mornings before taking the kids to school, the fact that he's here cooking dinner because I absolutely hate cooking dinner is an A+ for me, right? I've been able to purchase my home. My husband drives the free Cadillac thanks to this business. I drive my minivan that I absolutely love, right? And I get to give back to him in some type of way for him taking care of our family for so long. And 5 years in, I would have never thought that I'm still here selling shampoo, but I am the room mom. I am super present in my children's life. They're all off to school, and I still get to be home every single day doing what I love doing and still being able to contribute to the household income and take control of my life. So I still have the time freedom, and now I have the financial means to, get by in life. And a lot of you are probably wondering, like, how can I fit this into my schedule? Guys, you incorporate the business into your lifestyle while you may have a job, while you may be a mom, while you may, be so busy doing so many different things. But think about it. How often are you getting ready every single day? You're offering a lipstick, you're offering your favorite Starbucks drink, for example, something you found at Target. You're easily recommending products every single day. Think about who is your favorite influencer right now. The moment they put that link on their Instagram stories, you're like, oh, let me go check it out on their Like to Know It or their Amazon storefront. And you go quickly and you buy it. It's no different here, except you're going to be doing it with products that people use each and every single day. Like Liz mentioned, they're products that are anti-aging, they're vegan, they're cruelty-free, right? They're very specific to everyone. And there's no saturation at all whatsoever because it is a consumable product that everybody will use, whether it comes to men, women of all hair types, whatever it is that you need. Skincare goes the same, goes for children as well. We have a pet line and everything. Like there's so many different ways that and different avenues for you to be able to do this business. Like she said, 10 different countries. But fun fact, I believe 7 of those countries haven't even been around for more than 2 years. So think about how ground level this opportunity is for you guys to come in here. I have a team in Australia. I have a huge team in Spain. And the fact that we can make residual income overnight and meet people across the world, that is unheard of. And you guys can do that over here too. We've only been around for 10 years and we're only getting started. We have no inventory, which is one of like the biggest things for me. For me, I was like, okay, I have a 30-day money back guarantee. I can try the business, I can try the products. If I like it, great. If I don't, I return it and I continue about my life, right? However, I ended up having the best hair of my life. I ended up having even better life, right? And the good thing about it is that I don't have to worry about having a bunch of products in the trunk and taking it to people. No, like the company takes care of absolutely everything. If you know anything about owning a business, even being a stylist where you had to have overhead, where, with a business, you have to put a bunch of money in and then you have no return for a very long time. Like this is not it. You're doing a very low one-time investment and that's it. You start your business. They give you everything that you need for when it comes to a website, when it comes to a team, like Liz mentioned, we give you all the resources, everything that you need. We hold you to your highest standards and we hold you accountable and we meet you to help you have whatever success means to you. And no inventory, which is my favorite part.
I love that. Actually, we've been around for 9 years, Angie, not 10. 10
We make
countries,
10 this
9
year.
years. Our 10th year is next year. I love this. So yeah, so as you guys can see, like two different people, completely different lives, yet making this business work. You do this on your time. You like there's no quotas. Like Angie said, you don't carry inventory. You purchase products for your personal use because obviously you want to try them. You want to make sure that you love them, right? So you purchase products for your personal use through the means of a product pack. There's different product packs. The difference between them is what product they bring and how much product they bring. The products are super specific. You can start with hair care, you can start with skin care, or with a combination of both. And I highly suggest that you reach out to the person who invited you on the call and you have them send you the questionnaire because you want to make sure that you're getting the products that are right for you. So again, no inventory, you purchase your personal products. It comes with your website, okay? And that website, that's where people go to purchase from you. That's where people go to join, your team as you're sharing this amazing business opportunity. We just launched an amazing enhancement to our compensation plan where it's actually really cool. And another reason why Monat is so innovative, right now, as companies are cutting back or, shutting down like, brick and mortar stores and just going online and cutting costs, like Monat is going out there and giving us more. So they just upped our commission and our personal sales where you can make up to 45% commission in your personal sales. Okay. We have something amazing called the Smart Start program, which is one of the reasons that I got so excited about joining this business when my friend introduced it to me and she explained it. And it's a program that we do, a bonus structure program. I won't get too into it until you start your training. But basically, with 4 people purchasing from you and one person sharing this business that you share this business with that comes along to do it with you, you can make your initial investment back. We get paid five times a month. We get paid every Friday for the sales of the week before, and we get paid on the 15th on bonuses on different things that you can reach and on your team sales as well. Guys, there's guidance, there's training. Like, don't be scared. If you're one of those people that's like, oh, I'm just not a salesperson, like Angie said, you don't need to be. This is social selling and you do it all the time. This little cross necklace that I'm wearing, I cannot even tell you. I will just be talking on Instagram about whatever or going about my day. I always get compliments on this little cross necklace. And my jeweler isn't going to cut me a check for the referrals that I sent over to him. He should, because I've sent so many, but he's not, right? You guys socially sell all the time. You do it with products, you do it with places, you do it with, movies that you go see, places that maybe you take your kids to, vacations and hotels that you go to. Every time you recommend something, you're socially selling it. And that's exactly what you're doing here, which is so cool that, again, they're consumable products that, like, listen, like before I started using Monat, I used to use a luxury brand. I was like really, really, really blonde. And I remember, that I would recommend that shampoo line to everyone that was blonde that I knew. That shampoo company never cut me a check. Okay. So don't be scared of thinking, oh, I'm not good at sales. What you are is you are recommending. Okay. And we're going to teach you, we're going to train you. Like Angie said, we have Facebook training groups, we have training calls, we have in-person events all over the world. It's an amazing community. We can connect you to someone locally if you don't happen to be, close to the person that, you're going to sign up with. But, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Like Angie said, we have a 30-day money back guarantee, which, to be honest, I personally don't like leading with that because I'm a person that's like, you're either all in or all out, right? Like you can't, there's no way that you can give yourself 3 weeks, 4 weeks and be like, oh, it's for me. And like, you have to go all in if you want to make, the big bucks, which that's available here. But again, you don't have to, right? It's completely up to you how much time, how much effort you put into it. I can personally tell you that since the beginning, I sprinted with this opportunity. I love the product. I love the culture of the company. And I have made, through a ton of hard work, a ton of dedication throughout the year, I have made multiple 7 figures in commission, right? Angie has as well, because we've stuck to this, because we believed in this, right? I want you guys to know that, if you're on this call, it's for a reason, okay? There's something about this opportunity that interests you. And I want to tell you, because I've done in the last 5.5 years, so many of these calls, if it's on your mind, it's for a reason. And there's people that are like, oh, I'm going to wait a couple months and see how my friend does. I'm here to tell you that your friend, if she invited you on this call, she's going to do amazing. And she's going to do amazing without you. And what she's doing is she's offering you an opportunity to run alongside her. So both of you guys can build empires together. The number one regret that everyone has all the time, when they finally join is, I wish I would have started sooner. I personally wish I would have started sooner, right? Because who knows how much further along I would be. So don't be that person that you're like, I'm gonna wait to see how my friend does. I'm here to tell you that your friend is motivated. She's around an empowering community and she's gonna do amazing. Or maybe he invited you. So like run, because if you're here, like run to do this with her or with him, because if you're here, it's for a reason. And again, I've seen so many people that just 6 months later, I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. And you just missed out on 6 months where you could have been building your dream team. You could have been building your dream business and been on the way to live like breaking generational curses and living like however you want for the rest of your life, right? So again, we socially sell products. We use social media, we use in person. The brand is Monat, fastest growing hair care company in the whole world. Amazing, amazing company, amazing product, vegan, Leaping Bunny certified. We don't test on animals. Our list of ingredients that we say yes to is amazing. You have the opportunity through your hard work, through your dedication to earn bonuses. There's 10 different ways that you can earn. You can get financial flexibility. You can get time flexibility. You can even earn your payments towards a car, okay? Your monthly payments towards a car. There's trip incentives. There's an amazing community. I don't know if I've said that enough. If I can't say it enough. We have a gratitude component, and again, it comes with a 30-day money back guarantee, like Angie said. So what do you have to do? If you liked what we said, if you want to be part of this movement, which is growing by the second, okay? You just have to reach out to the person that invited you on the call, have them send you the question, sign up today, okay? So you can take advantage of the beginning of your Smart Start program. You can be on your way to making amazing bonuses and literally crushing all your goals. Did we miss anything, Ange?
Oh, we pretty much covered it all, guys. So I'm super excited to see you on our team. We have so many big things coming on this coming year, and we can't wait to crush those goals with you guys. Have a good night.
Hi, guys. See you soon.